Welcome to this session of our Zipinar, a very special and our own Zipinar. We call it Zipinar because we try to put in as much information and topics that we can in the 1 hour that we ask you to spend with us. All of you who have joined in on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, we welcome you, and we encourage you if you can join in the Zoom link as well and contribute your feedback, comments. We would really appreciate it. We do it every Wednesday from 12 p.m. EST. Considering it's lunchtime in US and just before going to sleep in India, that you take something good, nice, something new, and then you go to sleep. So that is our whole motive. We don't have another best time. So with that, we begin our session today. We have been doing this for the past 3 years. So we hope to continue it in the future as well, but we definitely cannot continue if we do not have your support. Our speakers have been always very grateful, have been, helpful in coming in at whatever time they have been asked. But if we are not giving you what you need, then it doesn't serve the purpose. And how do we know that what you need is through, if you could email us with your the topics that you want to be discussed, anything new that you can want to see on the Let Us Talk It platform, please email us at webinar@letustalkit.com, and we'll definitely take into consideration. If you want to be a speaker, please, you can also email us. And we also do our webinar for youth, which we have two groups, younger youth group and older youth group, and they also go live every alternate Fridays and Saturdays. For that, they have regular prep session at no cost. So anyone from India or here, if you want your kids to participate in public speaking, then definitely you can contact us. You can go to letustalkit.com/youth and register your kids as well. Having said that, we begin today's session, and we have the first topic as a journey towards enterprise agile coach, being a coach. And we'll learn why agile coaches are in huge demand, and agile coach opportunities, skills, and competencies that are needed. And to talk on that, we have Manjunath M.S. Rao, and he is here. He is the co-founder and partner of TransValue Labs, which is into business transformation space. He has diverse experience and exposure in IT and non-IT areas at strategic and operational leadership level in various domains. He's also passionate about working with individuals and teams to realize their true potential by utilizing skills in the areas of training, mentoring, consulting, and coaching. So when you have a person who is ready to mentor and he's passionate about it, so my suggestion would be, let's take advantage. Let's come in the Zoom link, ask him questions, bug him, and then get the best of both the worlds, him as well as your ideas as well. So with that, absolute honor to have you, Manjunath. Over to you.
Thank you, Zulan, and a warm welcome to all the folks on the call. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are located, which part of the world. So let's get started since the time is very small. So my topic is going to be a journey towards enterprise agile coach. So next 20-25 minutes, we're going to talk about what is this enterprise agile coaching is all about, why this is a huge demand, and what it takes if one of you or some of us want to get into this direction. So my name is Manjunath M.S. Rao. So I'm an IC Agile authorized trainer for enterprise agile coaching. I do most of my part into business transformation, coaching, consulting. That's why I call myself a business transformation catalyst. So a quick round of introduction. As I said, my purpose is to coach others to find their purpose. been into Lean Agile and leadership space for last 18 years. I'm the founder of Transvalue Labs, and I also partner with a company called Agile Waters to spread business agility and the overall business transformation. So that's a quick round of my background, what I am into. So let's talk about agility. What is agility? So we all know agility is the need, and in the current VUCA world, what we are living in. So agility is the key because that gives us this adaptability, flexibility to handle the required changes which are happening around the world. That's where what we call business agility, which means as an organization, we have an ability to take into account the market changes. So the agility is it consists of an approach to build and deliver high quality products, solutions, and services for any complex problems with a growth mindset. So when we talk about agile and agile way of working and agility, it's always the combination of people, process, and technology with the right set of mindset. That's what is agile is all about. And we may be wondering why agile is picking up. Why is an agile is a big thing around the world? The whole reason is very simple. We are living in an VUCA world. Look at what's happening, and pandemic has taught us the way the entire business models are changing. The entire dynamics of the business world and the personal world is changing. So what is only constant is the adaptiveness to the change. So this can be at personal level, what we typically call personal agility. If it is at business level, we call it as business or organization agility. And it's very clearly the recent surveys and reports says the digital transformation, which is happening in the last couple of months or last couple of years, is one of the key success factor for the digital transformation is through using lean and agile way of working. That's where the lean and agile way of working has become a DNA, or it's the critical strategic pillar of any organization you talk about. Any Fortune 500 companies, you name it, they have some or the other strategic initiative aligned with customer-centric thinking, design thinking, lean startup, or agile way of working is part of the game, which most of us are into. So when we know that this is the game, that is the reason why there's a huge demand for lean agile coaches. So I would like to hear your perspective, those of you who are in the call. May I know, why do you think lean agile coaches are in huge demand? We know that market is moving towards this. There's a huge demand. What else do you think are the key reasons why there is a huge demand for lean agile coaches and their profiles in this ever-changing world? To do this, may I request you all to use your laptop or smartphones and go to www.menti.com, and it will ask you a code. Can you key in this code 47128720? Let me hear your perspective as to why do you think there's a huge demand for lean agile coaches and coaching in this world. So to do this activity, I'm going to time box it for say 2 minutes. So I would request all you to go to www.menti.com, use this code, and let's hear what is your perspective. Why do you think there's a huge demand for lean agile coaches in this world? I hope people on the call are able to log into this menti.com and use this code to share your perspective. Are you facing any challenges or issues? All right. Looks like there's some challenge for people to get into and provide their inputs. That's fine. So that's what is agility is all about. Looks like there is some challenge for people to get into and provide your input. That's fine. I understand that situation. And let's move on. So I would like to take this opportunity to share some of my perspective. Since lean agile the change management initiative, it's not so easy. When we know that change management is the key, most of the organizations would like to embrace agility to tackle to their customer ever-changing world. But getting this transformation, getting this organization change, or having this large-scale organization world change in terms of tools, technology, mindset, the way of working, as roles and responsibilities, is not so easy. That's why if you look at the market trend, all benchmarking studies, all leading consulting companies, they give a clear indication that there is a huge demand for agile coaches because there is a value provided by these roles in the overall organization on the digital transformation journey. And most of the CEOs are considering some or the other sort of enterprise-wide lean agile business transformation to ensure that take care of ever demanding needs like time to market, improve the quality, improve the customer satisfaction, and so on and so forth. So this is also what it is resulting in. There is a huge demand for these change agents, what we call change catalysts, but the supply is very limited. There are a few set of people coming in from overall project management background or IT background or various roles who know what is agile is all about, who understand what is agile transformation is all about, but the required skills and competencies and the expertise which is required to drive this large scale lean agile transformation or digital transformation are very few. And that's where there's a huge demand supply gap. And this is a great opportunity for all of us, or many of us who are in the call, who are in the industry, who have been part of various roles, who have seen the various landscape in terms of business, in terms of products, in terms of operations, in terms of project management, whatever the area you come from. Yeah, if you are able to connect the dot, if you have an affinity for change, if you know that for the continual improvement of the organization, we need to consider a holistic picture of making changes in an incremental way and get the ever demanding need for the customer in an ever incremental way of value delivery. If you are able to get this thing done based on your current experiences and learn some of these skills and competencies, what is required to be a lean agile coach, then you are in the right place. So you may be wondering, I'm currently playing a role of, say, a scrum master or a product owner or a project manager, a business analyst, or you may be sitting in a business side, you may be sitting in an IT side or an operational side, doesn't matter. So what matters if you want to be really an awesome lean agile coach is, of course, the true mindset, learning mindset, what we call a growth mindset. And there is systematic way of understanding the skills and competencies, what is required. Like any other journey, like any other roles, there are well-defined protocols, there are well-defined knowledge which is available. If you are able to learn that with the help of a mentor or a coach, then it's pretty easy for us to get into this lean and agile coaching role. So since the lean agile coaching role expects you to be a leadership role, working with leaders, working with teams and people, understanding different dynamics of business and technology and so on and so forth, at times or most of the time, these roles, we end up wearing multiple hats, what you see here. Sometimes you are a trainer, you end up training people on agile way of working, lean and agile mindset, business customer-centric thinking, value-based thinking, lean startup, and whatnot, because this is one area which is huge, where you can cover end to end of any organization. So sometimes you are a management consultant, sometimes you are an organization development or a OD specialist because you end up working with people to upskill. And many a times you play a role of a psychologist because you end up working with leaders, you end up working with team members to ensure the right mindset is built into to take care of ever changing world of business. So in a nutshell, what we are trying to do is help an organization to move and bring in a change which is not so easy. So if this role was easy, or if this thing was easy, everybody probably would have got into, because there's a huge demand. So that itself says that yes, this is a demanding role. At the same time, it's not so easy to get into. Yes, It's easy to get into, but if you want to be really an awesome lean agile coach, you need to do a lot of work, groundwork, to really help organizations to move in the right direction of change. Change is very difficult, is what we all know. So if this is the landscape of activities and challenges, what we are talking about, what do you think are some of the key skills and competencies required for an enterprise agile coach? Let me hear from your perspective, because last couple of minutes we've been talking about what is agile, what is agility is all about, why organizations are moving towards agile way of working, why agile, lean and agile is now integral part of strategic directions and strategic pillar of most of the leaders. So to drive this lean agile transformation to align with the overall digital transformation, we need lean and agile coaches as the pillars of this transformation. If this has to be done, if you are considering yourself to be an agile coach or an enterprise coach who typically works at organization level with leaders and works at culture and organization design and so on and so forth, which is more of a strategic level role, what do you think are the key skills and competencies required? Again, to understand your perspective, I would like you to go to menti.com. Let me see how many people are there in the call who can participate in this activity. I see quite a number of people now have joined and attending. So what we will do is, I would request you to go to menti.com. Okay, so let me present this. So can you go to menti.com, use the code 47128720, and it will allow you to put your thoughts and perspective about what do you think are the key skills and competencies required for an awesome enterprise agile coach. So let's time box it for say 2 minutes, and I would request you all to see if you can log into this and provide your inputs. Can people on the call confirm if you are able to log in? All right, so I see around 6 participants. Can you try to log into this? Yes, okay, Satya says yes, is able to log in. May I also request you to provide your inputs. What do you think are the key skills and competencies needed for an enterprise agile coach? Knowledge of agile software development, strong communication and problem solving skills, interpersonal skills and patience. Yes, very valid. Thank you so much. That's a good input. What else? What other skills and competencies do you think are required for any change agent, for any role which is expected to bring in a change? Scrum master experience and strong communication skills. Very valid. Very good thought. That is very key. Situation leadership, what we call the Scrum Master skills, Scrum Mastery, knowing agile way of working. What else? Let's spend maybe another additional minute. All right. That's good. That's good. You can continue to key in your inputs. So we'll come back and revisit this skill sets and competencies based on what you have been talking about. So from my point of view, the enterprise agile journey is all about, it can start at you as an individual, where I am expected or required to understand some of the nuances of the role as an individual in terms of facilitating and practicing the collaboration across the teams and one team. And so usually this is where it starts. And levels of agile coaching as described by IC Agile. IC Agile is, by the way, is one of the international, very established, well-known organizations which is into lean agile space. They provide world-renowned trainings and certifications to help people to embrace business agility. And as per them, the levels of agile coaching will start usually at teams level or program level or enterprise level. So if you are a person who is well versed with a ground level or a team level practices and mindsets and helping teams to embrace the agility, you are typically starting yourself as a scrum master or a scrum engineer or a team member, and then you progress towards helping multiple teams and people and roles like scrum master, product owners and managers and change release managers, or roles like project managers or service line representative or Kanban team representatives. Then you're operating more at a program level coach. And when you work with leadership team to help them to shape up the culture, to help in the overall large scale change initiatives, it could be in terms of overall operating model change, it could be in terms of structures or people, process and trainings or workshops, or keeping the customer value delivery in mind. So those are the levels of agile coaching, what we call as an enterprise coach. For any one of us in the call, our aspiration always has to be towards this being an awesome enterprise coach, because that is where the fun is, and that is where there's huge demand. As well as more than the demand, you get that sense of satisfaction when you work with executives to see the real business results happening for an organization, results in terms of maybe improved time to market, increased product quality, increased customer satisfaction, increased alignment within the team, and building in human-centric organization where people really love to work and produce amazing products and solutions. So in a nutshell, what we have been talking about from last couple of minutes, if I have to summarize the key skills that matters, if you want to be an enterprise level agile coach, lean agile coach, it's a combination of these: active listening, empathy, compassion, being assertive, being patient, system thinking, conceptual and practical thinking, what we call situation leadership, problem solving, change management, and effective and powerful communication, intrapersonal skills, leadership engagement, stakeholder management, execution excellence, and business acumen, and so on and so forth. By the way, this is not an exhaustive list. This is an indicative list of skills, what we typically look for when we look at and hiring an agile coach. Of course, what we are talking about is more from the soft skill point of view. Then what about the hard skills, or what we call about the technical skills, what is expected for an agile coach? Here it is. So this is what we call Agile Coach Competency Framework. Essentially, it consists of 8 elements. First thing is you have to be an awesome lean agile practitioner, having a firm and very good understanding of value-driven, iteration-driven development and value delivery. In terms of, it could be multiple methods and frameworks are available in terms of Kanban, Scrum, Safe, Less, Spotify, Nexus, DAD, and so on and so forth. You don't have to be an expert in all those methods and framework, but at least to start somewhere, and you need to have a fundamental understanding of what is agile way of working is all about. And once this basic set of competency is met, then the other required things in terms of processes are coaching, the professional coaching, and facilitation skills, and content in terms of how do we help other peoples by doing the effective coaching and mentoring. So if these things are taken care, we are operating typically as an program level, lean agile coach. But what if I want to be really an enterprise coach and also drive large scale transformation across the organization? Enterprise coaches are expected to be master in 1 or 2 or 3 of these areas. The transformation is how do we drive large scale changes? Business mastery is all about domain and product mastery, or knowing more about the business and helping in the product management or service management and so on and so forth. Technical mastery in an IT arena, it could be helping to improvise the overall product quality, improving the throughput using engineering excellence and engineering practices. If you happen to be in the other areas, for example, marketing, HR, or finance, or anything, by the way, you folks would have already realized Agile is not just for IT. Agility or Agile practices can be deployed in any domain, any practice, any function for that matter. There are a lot of experiments are happening. And if you are in your own space, could be a marketing, it could be finance, it could be operations. There's a lot of elements which we can incorporate to bring excellence in respective functions or domains. That is what we call technical mastery. An agile enterprise agile coach is expected to know all these and build competencies or muscle in this area so that he or she will be able to help organization in terms of driving and sustaining the transformation or lean agile transformation, what we typically talk about. So you may be wondering, oh, okay, this looks overwhelming. We need to know a lot of soft skills. We need to have a lot of hard skills. Probably you might need to have a couple of years of experience to know about business, know about practice, and so on and so forth. Yes, that is the prerequisite because it's going to help us to connect the dot. It's going to help us to understand the big picture. Now, if I may be in the very early stage of my agile coaching journey, then how do I build a mastery? Of course, there is no one size which fits into all. Each one of us are in our own journey. Some of us could be good in Scrum Master, some of us could be product owners, some of us could be like program manager, product owners, or project managers, or business analysts, whatever the role you are into. We have a hope and we have a path to build this agile coaching competency and gain the mastery. Then how do you do it? I would recommend, there are multiple ways of building mastery. One is, of course, attending some of the webinars and conferences like how we are doing today by sharing and learning from each other experiences, and understanding what it takes to be a lean and agile enterprise coach, and reading some of those books, attending some of the trainings and workshops, and observing and having the right set of mentors and coach to guide you and take you in the journey along. So from my personal experience, last 10 years, I've been in this lean agile space. I was fortunate to work with many of my mentors and coaches who helped me and shaped me. So my typical approach has been read some books, observe the way they practice, and go back and start doing smaller experiment, because agility is all about inspect and adapt. Do some smaller experimentation, learn from those experiences, and adapt the remaining stuff as it's required. So this is how, from my point of view, you can build mastery. Start somewhere, and there are, because of this digitalization and ever-changing world, we have ample number of opportunities to attend webinars and conference and meetup sessions, watch videos, and read some blogs, and be with some of the practitioners. And there are mentors available on LinkedIn and different forums. We can approach them, ask them to give some time to help, and chart out where you are. So the first part, from my point of view, is to understand where you are as an agile practitioner or as a leader or an agile leader. So you can do a lot of self-reflection. You can do some kind of an assessment, SWOT analysis, where you are today, build some kind of a map as to where you would like to see yourself in 6 months or 9 months or 12 months, and what are your goals and objectives and ambition. What skills gaps do you see that you have, and how can you fulfill that gaps? So, and if you are able to start that journey, that's where the things will start happening for us. So you may be wondering, how can I help? So as I said, I'm a certified IC Agile facilitator or training for enterprise agile coaching track. So I do conduct some of those workshops and trainings and seminar. I do provide mentoring and coaching support for many budding coaches and aspiring coaches. And I also work with some of the coaches to improve their overall capability in the journey towards enterprise agile coaching. So if you would like to spend some more time, you can connect to me. We can have a deeper conversations to understand how we can work towards in this journey. And my whole idea is to help you folks to move into this direction of continual improvement. So with that, I would like to say a big thanks to entire team here who has given this opportunity to share some of my thoughts and perspectives as to what is happening in the world of lean agile coaching, why there is a huge demand, how lean agile coaching is become a strategic pillar of most of the organization. And if you are any role, but if you have that affinity towards leading change and helping and mentoring organizations to move towards the better performance, and if you think you are the right change catalyst who can bring in changes in your organization, then lean agile coaching can be one of the options for you as a career option. And since there's a huge demand and supply gap, I would urge you to spend some time, build your muscle, and explore this if it can be a really value add for your career and personal life. With that, I would like to extend again a thank you to the entire organization team for providing me this opportunity. My pointers are given here. You can email me, you can call me or WhatsApp. I am available on LinkedIn. My profile name is MS Manju Rao. And as I said, I keep conducting many of these workshops and webinars and seminars through organization called Agile Waters. You can check any one of these things. And if it is exciting, please do drop or please do connect and we can discuss this further. Thank you so much and have a great day and evening ahead.
Thank you so much. A very informational and a great session. All right. So now we are open for questions. If anyone would like to unmute, or you can just share your insights before we go to the next topic. Yeah.
Yeah, Manjunath sir, I have one question.
Sure.
Yeah. Suppose I would like to certify with this agile, this technology or agile point of view. Which certification is better as a startup mode or as a basic mode?
Yeah, sure. So there are ample number of certifying bodies in the world related to lean and agile. So it depends on where you are today. What is your learning goal? Would you like to build expertise in leadership side? Would you like to build expertise in product management side or leadership side? So based on that, there are multiple options, avenues are available. Usually the good starting point would be to start as either a scrum master or a product owner or as a Kanban practitioner, and then start building your capability into coachings and scaling and transformation and so on and so forth. As I said, there are multiple certification options and bodies are available. There are pros and cons with each one of them. So I would say you can explore a little more about lean agile trainings and certification, or if you need further clarification, so let's have maybe I can do one more session on what are the different available options in terms of lean agile trainings and certifications. Which one to choose, which one may be best, which one may be in demand. Probably that could be one more because it requires little more deeper conversation. Does it answer? Dr. Amol?
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Any
you.
other
Thank you so
questions?
much. Yes.
Thank
Any
you.
other would like to ask? Yeah, feel free. Or if you just want to ask, do not offline, the informations are on the screen. Also, this is recorded. This will be on YouTube as well, so you can always rewatch and get the contact informations. So,
Thank you.
thank you so much, Manjunatha. That's very informational. So it really helped for those who are also watching us from other live platforms.
Sure.
All right, perfect. So now we can move to the next topic for today. So the next topic will be cloud technology and the IT professionals' growth in cloud technology. So talking about cloud technology awareness for IT professionals in terms of career perspectives. So this will be a topic that will be introduced and discussed by Dr. Amol Kastur, senior IT trainer researcher and IT academician, Azure trainer, cloud consultant, and having more than 12 years of experience as an IT trainer, and also best in computer programming, a fan of Microsoft technology. Without further ado, I'll let him take over to give us the session. Please do the honor, Dr. Ramo.
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, I'll start the screen. Okay, fine. Very good morning, very good afternoon, and very good evening to all where you are. Now I'm in India, so I'm saying mostly it's a good evening to all. Myself, I'm Dr. Amol, and today I'm here to present on a topic. It's on cloud technology and IT professional growth in a cloud technologies. What are the career opportunities in that one? So let's start with this presentations. So I'm going to share my screen with all of you. Okay, my screen is visible to all.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, it is. Yes.
Okay, good, good, very nice, good. Hello all once again, and this is one of the biggest area nowadays which is having the huge demand in the market in the field of information technology. That's purpose I kept this theme for this webinar as in cloud technology awareness for IT professionals in terms of career perspective. So let's start for these things. Let's understand the what are the various IT services first, as these are the basic IT services in terms of the cloud domain or cloud computing, where you can say that it's one kind of model, it's a cloud service model. Number of times you have heard this word which is called as a as PaaS then SaaS. So basically stand for infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. Now everyone is talking about, now the development is happening on the cloud platform, development is happening on the cloud computing. What is exactly that? Basically in the number of IT companies, these are the basic platform, these are the cloud road evaluation on which the development is going on. Let's start with understood this cloud services first, so that your basic concept everyone will clear about this one. A simple example I have with me. Suppose I have one document file, Word file, and that I would like to convert into a PDF format. What you will do as a user, you just open your Google and just type convert your Word file into a PDF. When you type this search key and press enter, hit enter button, that time you will receive a number of links, and you will click on any specific link, and then you can see that interface is going to open in front of you, where with the help of browse button you are going to upload that specific file, and once it gets uploaded you are just press the convert button, so that as you selected conversion from one file format to another file format, it gets converted and it gets downloaded on your system or on your machine. So for this process, have you installed any software on your machine? No. Everything you are going to take the help of the Google, I'm saying the browser, and you have did that certain things. Means what? That application is somewhere present on the server. Means where that is going to present on a cloud. And as an end user, you are accessing that application. And that terminology is referred as a software as a service. That is happening in a number of ways. This is one simple example I gave to you. Now, number different organization companies, they are running their ERPs, their own design application, which is work on the cloud platform. As a general user, we have another example. For the storage purpose, we will take the help of this cloud. And simple example is that you are going to use the Google cloud space, you call it as a G drive place. In your smartphone also you will get such kind of G drive, where whichever the important files documents you have, what you will do, you just upload on that Google Drive platform, and you feel that yes, now I uploaded on the cloud, now it is going to save. Suppose my system is going to crash, there is not an issue to worry about that, because I kept all this thing on the cloud. That's why I feel that it's a very secure platform. And as a part of the IT services, these are the basic services, which is also called as a server model, which are much more popular nowadays, because we know that there is a rapid development in the field of information technology. If you go a few years back, whenever there was not a cloud enhancement, cloud implementation, that time suppose one company is having the 100 employee, and for that 100 employee they will require the 100 system. Not only that 100 system, as well as what are the required configuration should be there within that computer or within that machine which they are going to use. But now that issue has been resolved. The new things came in a market because of this cloud implementation, where, as I'm saying, that I have requirement of specific server operating system, I have this kind of infrastructure requirement for mine, I require specific kind of routers configuration, I require this kind of open source operating system. No need to install all the license copies on your machine. Simply, if you could take a cloud subscription, there are different cloud players in the market. We have the Microsoft, we have the Amazon, we have the IBM, we have the Google, and all these are providing such kind of IT services where you can use it for your storage purpose. They will provide storage as a services. They will provide a platform to you for the developing the any kind of application, and also they are going to provide the infrastructural support, where what are the application you develop, for that you require specific hardware configuration, that is also supported by this cloud domain, which is called as a infrastructure as a service. So all this, as this PaaS then SaaS, these are the part of this IT services, and which is the one of the core in terms of the cloud development. And as these are moving ahead, various market players comes is a cloud technology product. As the slide says that in terms of software service, you can find Office. Latest example is a Microsoft Office 365. Then we have the Agile Coaches. Then we have the Salesforce.com. It's very famous for manage CRM, then different kinds of ERP. Then on where we are going to use the Windows Azure also. We have the ServiceNow. Then as a infrastructure as a service, we have product in terms of the HP Cloud, also Windows Azure, VMware. So these are the topmost player, those who are providing such kind of cloud product in the market. Now, these are the new technologies and areas to consider in the cloud solution. Now, what are that? It's simply that include provisioning and management, monitoring and protecting, service management, virtualization, automation, securities, compliance, performance optimization. Here, I would like to say these are the career perspective keys for the any software developer if they want to mold themselves into a cloud domain. Now, as we know that the one thing that IT infrastructure as well as supporting management as IT services in the cloud environment, the cloud environment needed enhancement in the skills and the capabilities. In terms of example, if IT professional having good skills with capability for work in the area of a virtual storage in the server virtualization, but they are unable to adjust their skill sets while working functions of a private or a public cloud. So for a growth of a business IT professional must require adoption of for their technical skills which are highest in a demand with the flexibility. So these various kinds of area which is going to, we can say, adoption for the any developer. Now let's have an example that a few months back, one of the student is asking to me that sir, I'm working in a Java technology, I'm working as a Java developer from last 8 to 9 years. Now I would like to start my career, I would like to shift into a cloud domain. What are the various opportunities in that? So cloud is a very vast area, and you can say, as I listed in front of you, like in provisioning management, monitoring, protecting, virtualization, automation, security and compliances, these are the various job areas, we can say, which gets covered by your cloud domain and cloud technologies. Let's talk about the virtualization. One simple example I have for you. As you people are doing shopping on various kinds of e-commerce portal, whether it's an Amazon, whether it's on Flipkart, whether it's on Snapdeal, you can see that at one time, at one moment, millions of users can do that shopping. If you see that in the whole globe, everyone, suppose some of you are located in US, some of you are located in India, some of you are located in Singapore, they can do the shopping, online shopping at the same time. How it is possible? This is possible because of the cloud implementation, because of the virtualizations. As within the data center, various kinds of virtualization technologies are running. Under that, different kinds of applications are running on that cloud platform, and that application has been used by the number of end user throughout the globe. Because of that is possible. Now one question will comes in your mind. What is that? The question is that as billions of users are doing the shopping on these various kinds of e-commerce portal, then why there is not a problem on the server side? Why the server is not going down? Because there is one new concepts called as a load balancers, which are the one of the major part in the now cloud technologies. What they will do? Load balancer will distribute the load which will comes on a specific cloud domain or cloud server. And as it is going to distribute that load, because of that, every user can do their shopping or purchasing very smoothly. If you are doing the shopping, the next 10,000 user need to wait till they are going to finish. No, it's not like that. Simultaneously they can do. This is a possible because of the new technologies in terms of the cloud solution arrival in the market. And if you want to start up your career with this cloud, you should aware about the various things like an virtualization, automation, provisioning and management, which is also called as a cloud administrator, service management. As and a developer, if you want to switch your career in this field, you should learn what is virtualization. You should know how to do the automation, what is the concept of automation, how to do the cloud administrator, how to do the web hosting on the cloud. So these are the various new areas where you can find it number of job opportunities. Now, as a result and discussion point of view, I'm saying that as per the result of cloud computing research and conceptual study about cloud technology, in the present scenario, there are number of new career opportunities for IT professionals in the cloud solutions. In many cases, existing core skill sets transfer directly to the cloud technology. And in other instances, I'm saying IT advantages need to develop new skill sets that meet the demand of emerging cloud job roles. Now, for this, I have one good example, that is in terms of the Salesforce. Nowadays, this is one of the area which is going to much more popular. Every IT industry is demanding for, yes, we require the Salesforce developer. And for that, just they are going to keep a basic qualification, basic criteria as that those who are know the web development, those who are know the JavaScript, those who are know the HTML, they can shift their career into a Salesforce domain. Means what? Whatever the existing core skill set you have, you can also transfer this core skill set into a cloud technology. It means that it is going to create a new opportunities for you. And it's not only like that. Once you have shifted from your core technology, might be suppose some of you are saying that I'm very perfect with a Visual Studio, I'm very perfect with the Java, I'm very perfect with the C++. Definitely it's good thing. And what you need to do on the cloud oriented thing or a cloud platform, you need to utilize that all these things, and you will get number of profiles over there as a cloud job roles. What kind of profiles you will get it? You will get it like an cloud administrator. Then you can say cloud developer, cloud database manager, cloud monitor engineer. Number of new opportunities are came there. But for that, as every IT companies is looking for their employment in such a way that they should be ready to adapt the new things. Already everyone is having their basic knowledge clearance. They are very perfect with their technological aspects. Thing is that just only they need to utilize all this knowledge on the cloud platform, in terms of the cloud solution. So this is one kind of result and discussions will come out. So as a summarized point of view, I'm saying that cloud solutions have a new security implications for consideration. As an IT professional should look forward to the cloud experience with both competence and confidence. That is one of the very important thing. That is not a much more difficult to learn. If you have the basic programming knowledge, if you have well confident, you have worked with various technologies, C, C++, Javas and those things, definitely you will develop good application, or you can switch yourself into a cloud domain. Again, saying that companies that instill the knowledge and understanding their IT professionals and developers require in making the transitions to the cloud-based skills will enable transition to the cloud both more successfully and more profitably. If you go in a market and if you try to see the requirement, nowadays you will find out the requirement that it's total came on the cloud development. Maybe in terms of the those who are now having the knowledge about the Microsoft Azure, those who are having knowledge about the Google Cloud Platform, those who are having the knowledge about the Amazon Web Services, definitely they are having the huge opportunities. As whenever they will move in the industry from their core knowledge, definitely they will get various kinds of role, maybe in terms of cloud administrator, cloud developer, etc. So those who discover and master the skills needed to bridge the gap between the current situation and not it will secure their future and future of their companies. So as a summarized point of view, I'm saying that these are the various kinds of areas, domains where as a careers perspective point of view, where the cloud domain is offering for the every software developer, every software engineer. And I'm very happy to see that number of times I face such kind of things. Students are comes to me and they're asking that I just only learn this technology. I'm very comfortable with C. I'm very comfortable with C++. But now trend has been changed. It's good thing that you have the basic knowledge about all this programming. So only thing is that you need to learn these various kinds of cloud domain. Maybe you can go with an Microsoft technologies. You can go with an Amazon cloud platform, which is called as AWS. You can go with a Microsoft, it's an Microsoft Azure. IBM is also having their own cloud platform. There is one of the cloud platform which is called as GCP, it's an Google cloud platform. And from this, if you do well study, if you do certification in such areas, which will give the more and more career based opportunities too. So that is a summarized way I can say that. Then want to tell you that as there are a number of opportunity in the cloud domain. Suppose someone is saying that I don't know about the cloud, I want to learn, not a problem. For that purpose, I have developed my own course whose name is Learn Cloud Computing from the Scratch. It is available on a Udemy digital portal. You can go with that particular course. This is a 7.5 hours course where those who don't know about the cloud, they can go with stepwise. Every session will clear about idea about the cloud technology and cloud computing, where it can be useful and those things are. This is exactly course which I created for the newcomer or freshers those who want to make their career in the cloud platform or a cloud domain. Now, this is exactly course link which I'm going to share with everyone, that you can visit to that specific portal and you will get it, that specific course. You can enroll yourself so that you will learn the what are the various aspects of this cloud computing, what are the various terminologies. So I'm sharing that link with in a chat box so that everyone can go with that link and attend the thing. So this is one of the best course I designed for the newcomers, new cloud developers. They can go with that one, they can start, they can learn each and everything aspects related with this cloud domain and cloud platform. So finally, as a conclusion point of view, I'm saying that cloud computing and awareness of cloud technologies in terms of IT professionals, their growth is huge. Cloud solutions have a new security implications for consideration. Organization in different industries have diverged requirement regarding privacy and data retention. So this means that the solution selected by an organization is to remain in compliances. IT professionals should look forward to the cloud experience with both competence and confidence. So as we discussed, the number of opportunities are there. You can make your career in that various platform, various cloud domain. And as I explained earlier also, I'm saying that if you have to start with your cloud domain and all, this is one of the best code which I designed. It's a 5-star rating course. I share the links in chat box also. You can follow that link. You can enroll for that course. I hope everyone will understood the today's sessions and all. If you have any kind of doubts, query, you can ask me. It's doubts, query sessions are welcome now.
Thank you so
Yes,
much,
please.
Dr. Amal. Yes, thank
Yeah,
you very for that very informational, and also you have shared a 5-star rating platform which anyone can go and learn
yeah.
in regards to cloud. All right. So, any questions or insights you'd like to share, please unmute or raise your hand so we can recognize, or you can type it on the chat or in the Q&A. Okay. Feel free to unmute. So we have here from Satya. What is the cloud platform relatively more opportunities in the current market?
Yeah, very nice. I think Satya has asked this question. What is the cloud platform relatively more opportunity in the current market? Yeah. I'm saying that if you analyze the today's market, I'm saying that most of the 70% out of 100, 70% market is for the cloud development. And we are having the different kinds of cloud domain with us. Like in GCP, we have the Azure, which is from the Microsoft Azure, Microsoft. We are having the Amazon AWS platforms and all these things. So we everything on a same dais. But from that, AWS and Azure having the huge demand in the market. And for that, if you people will certified with an AWS professional or Microsoft Azure certification, that will be added more value in your curriculum, and you will get the number of opportunity as a cloud developer, cloud engineer, you can say cloud tester, you will get an cloud migration developer, you can get an opportunity as a cloud analyst. Number of roles are available in the market. So it is one of the best area that where you can find it the number of things over there. Yeah, I hope I answer your question. Okay, okay, thank you. Yeah, is there anyone having question?
Thank you so much. Recognizing from Srini. Thank you
Yeah.
for very informative session.
Okay, thank you. And thank you for this latest talk, for organizing my sessions on this platform. And definitely it will be helpful to all. Thank you, organizer, as well as My colleagues Manjunath, they're also presented very nicely these things. Thank you so much, audience, for attending, patiently listening my sessions.
It is also an honor for Let Us Talk It to have both speakers with this very great and informative session that we have today. So while waiting for others to send their questions or queries, okay, here. From Kumar, what's the best way to get into cloud world? An example, cloud engineer or cloud architect or data engineer.
Yeah, basically it's very nice question asked by Kumar. What the best way to get it into a cloud world? You can start your career with an cloud architect, because once you understood the different cloud domain, afterwards you can shift on the various kinds of roles. So firstly you will start with an cloud architect. If you go with an Microsoft Azure, definitely Azure cloud architect certifications are there. If you go with an Amazon AWS, we also have the cloud architect for that. So it will be good. And once you are familiar with these things, if you work for 1 or 2 years, afterwards, you will get a number of opportunity like a data engineer and then cloud engineer. So firstly, you will start with a cloud architect. Yes, I hope I answer your question, Kumar. Okay, good.
Okay, perfect. Well, again, waiting for the others to share their insights. Let us also share what Julan has mentioned earlier, that we also have our live youth Let Us Talk It webinar. That would be every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern time, and there is a preparation sessions every Tuesday and Thursdays at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. You can register at our website let us talk it.com/youth, and this will definitely support our younger generation to do this kind of informative platforms as well. So from Sarita, thank you, Amol. We'll ask more after Udemy course. Thank you.
Definitely, best of luck for, and please join for my that course, subscribe for that course, and you will learn number of things. Those who want to start their career with the cloud domain, they will get the huge knowledge discovery and inside that course and all. Thank you.
Okay, so again, you can reach out to our speakers offline. They are very accommodating when you chat to them through LinkedIn. They are very approachable. So feel free and share your queries to them. So they'll be able to address it for you. All right. So since we have consumed the time, and let me formally close the session. Again, we appreciate your time, and it's an honor for having this wonderful speakers with us today, and for us who have joined the Zoom and the webinar, and also to other platforms. Thank you so much for spending your time with us. We wanted to see you again the same time next week, Wednesday, for another session of Zipinar with two wonderful topics that you can learn from. So it can be on business, technology, strategy management, anything you can talk about that's worth learning. Let us talk. It will deliver it to you. So again, thank you so much, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your day. Take care always. All the best.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.